Now, joining me live on the broadcast is Miss Hema Hari, Dr. Hema Hari, who's a co-founder of the Bharat Gyan. Live with me on the broadcast. In fact, thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us live and appreciate you joining me this morning. At this point of time, how do you feel when we're talking about the significance of the spirituality and the religious and the mythological significance through the confluence of this mega event, which is going to be listed down in the history for the many generations to witness that such a grand scale event has been organized?
Thank you for Simran for having me today this morning on this very auspicious occasion of both the Mahashivratri and the final Snan of the Mahakumbh. And first and foremost, actually, this is not at all a mythology at all. It's a fact, it's a reality of the civilization that has been coming from so many millennia and generations. And actually, it is a fact of the cosmos itself because this is connected with the movement of Jupiter in the skies. So that is one part. And this is such a beautiful way to celebrate periodically, mark my words, periodically, the alignment of ourselves with the cosmos. These are events that are presented by the cosmos itself, where people can keep periodically rejuvenating themselves. In fact, the very purpose of Mahashivratri itself is for people to rejuvenate, spend at least one night in rejuvenating with the tattva of Shiva, the principle of Shiva. We all think of Shiva as a very destructive force, he's painted very gory and very scary and so on. But Shiva means Mangalam. Shiva is auspiciousness. And what is auspiciousness other than the ability to freshen you up, to make you in a position to manifest so many things? So, like that, Shivaratri actually comes every month, and Mahashivratri is a culmination once a year. Like that, Kumbh comes once a year on many, many, many rivers, and on each river it is coming once in 12 years. And in fact, the sun itself is a beautiful rejuvenator. Every night it rejuvenates you for the next day. So, like that, every object in the celestial is there to remind you to reconnect with larger and larger cycles of time, larger and larger aspects of your own being, your own existence. Sun reminds you, please get ready to face your daily activities. Shivaratris remind you that please get ready to rejuvenate your mind and become fresh. Like that, the Kumbh keeps rejuvenating you, reminding you that please elevate yourself spiritually, elevate your knowledge spiritually, think of larger aspects beyond yourself and your daily lives. And these are beautiful opportunities that nature has presented to us. And it is so heartening to see that this particular Kumbh has drawn so many people, and so many in the process have got educated about this aspect of Kumbh. And thanks to channels like you who have brought in different people to present different points of view as well about this particular event, phenomenon that's happening. And mind you, today is not a stop to this. Jupiter is continuing to move. It'll move to the next Rashi. And then again, on some other river, people will congregate. So this is a continuous phenomenon, and we have to remember that it's a beautiful cycle that we should all enjoy and revel in.
Well, absolutely, Dr. Hema Hari, as you are putting it out so beautifully and listing out all the reasons on the basis of which the science around, arranging this dynamics and such a grand scale event is done. It is not only religious and faith driven, but also scientific as listed in our Vedas, as you are putting it out very correctly. And thank you very much for bringing so much of knowledge and also material at this point of time infused in this discussion.